Okay, so now we hopefully will actually be wrapping up these side quests. So we're gonna sleep until 500 hours, or 5 a.m., however you want to look at it. Does not matter to me. Because we're going to talk to an individual, and we have to go to the Warren. But now first... Okay. First,
it's almost time
we're going to run over this way.
To recalibrate the time distortion.
We're going to talk to a gentleman over here that only appears here between the hours of 500 hours and 1100 hours. Or 2300 hours. But we also have to go to the Warren. So that means that we can only go to the Warren between the hours of 0 hours and 600 hours. So we basically only have 1 hour to do both things. So I'm going to chronostasis like a mofo.
You look like you're enjoying yourself. Good book?
It's my journal. I've written in it for years. I read through it every day. It reminds me of the past. I'm retired, so I have plenty of time on my hands.
Those are all yours? Every single one?
I've been writing for 500 years now. That adds up, you know. The memories. I've experienced so much in those years. I've really led a great life. Nowadays, I find joy in reading about the past and enjoying freshly baked delicious muffins. That's all a simple man like me really needs.
The simple pleasures in life for a simple man.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, speaking of freshly baked muffins.
Fresh out of the oven, just the way you like them.
Excellent. Thank you very much, young man.
You say that to me every day. Change it up a little, will ya?
Oh, I'll think of something different for you tomorrow. Let me see here. There you go.
Thanks. See ya.
Marlin bakes the most mouth-watering muffins. They're exquisite. He even delivers them to me here personally every day.
That's nice. You two seem like you're old friends.
Well, I'd like to think we're more than that. Talking to him always cheers me up. I've never had a family of my own. To me, that friendly boy who brings me muffins every day is like the son I never had.
Great memories, great food, and great friends. What more do you need? Looks like you're all set.
Indeed I am. I know we don't have much longer in this world, but even if everything ends tomorrow, I'll have no regrets. Well, except for one little thing. It's about these journals. Well, I'm afraid I lost the first one some time ago. It chronicles the first 50 years of my life. 50 years.
You want it back, of course.
Yes, I do. I don't suppose I could ask... Well, do you think you could look around for it?
Sure, why not? I'll take a look. How will I know it's yours?
My name is written on the cover. I don't think you should have any problems recognizing it. Oh, and I'd like to ask you not to read it if you find it. Not to say my life has been all that exciting.
Of course. It'll be tricky to find, though. Is there anything else that might help? Do you remember where or when you lost it?
Well... It's a bit of a long shot, but... I may have donated it with some of my old books by mistake, a long time ago. If memory serves, they went to... a woman named Mitka. She runs a secondhand shop, or used to. I'm afraid I don't know where she is now, or what she's doing.
Alright, so I know where Mitka is, and I'm hoping that she'll actually be where I need her to be. I don't think she can move beyond that spot, but she might not appear at this time of day, I don't know. But I think she will. Let me look at the map just to... Okay, yeah, we gotta go to the commercial district. I should go that way, actually, and collect soul seeds. But, oh well, it's not like the end of the world if I don't. We are going to throw up a chronostasis yet again. I want to get as much done in this one day as possible. Or should I say this 1 hour? Wait. Oh shit, I ran past where I was supposed to go. There's Mitka.
I'm
Hello.
looking for a woman who used to own a bookstore in these parts. She also goes by the name Mitka.
Well, my name is Midka, and I ran a bookshop once back in the day, but that was over 200 years ago. Are you certain I'm the one you're looking for?
I'm not, but maybe you can help me. Listen, I know it's been a while, but I was wondering if you remember a man named Ranulf.
Ah, yes, I remember him. Gosh, that was a long time ago. Who are you anyway? What do you want with him?
He's the one who found me, really. He asked me to track down an old journal of his for him.
He did? That's a strange request. And what is he up to these days?
Eating muffins and reading his books. That's about it, really.
Oh. So, why are you helping him, if you don't mind my asking?
It's what I do, that's all.
Oh. Are you one of those people who does charity work?
Call it what you will. So, can you help me out?
All I can tell you is that I've never handled his journal, but I do know a thing or two about his past. But none of that is for me to divulge. If you want the truth, you need to find out for yourself.
I plan to. I just don't know where to start.
Head to the part of the city they call the Warren. Once there, seek out the man with no name.
Right. Hope there's only one of them, or that's gonna be rather difficult.
Oh, not to worry. You'll find him. But I urge you to be very, very careful. What you're doing is admirable, but it might not be what he really needs.
Alright, let's go to the Warren. Too bad there's no way to access the Warren other than between the hours of midnight and 6.
The fools.
Wait. Yeah, I go up this way first. Yeah, this is the correct way to go to the Warren for this quest. I will fight anything here just to restore some EP so I can use chronostasis. I was going to call it chronofield. Chronostasis and teleport. We are going to be teleporting. Don't have that.
Do you know about the silent war between North and South
Here. Okay. Let's just chronostasis up again.
What?
Care to tell me your name?
You only need a name if you want to talk to people. If you don't, then what good is it? That's why I don't need one. Nor do I ever want one again.
You're definitely the one I'm looking for. The man without a name. That's you.
It's true, I've been nameless for many years. But am I the one you seek? Who knows? Who knows anything for certain in this dying world?
I guess we can skip the introductions then. I've got a question for you.
An old journal.
The reason I wanted to talk to you is because I'm looking for a journal. It belonged to Ranulf.
Ranulf's journal? Why? What do you want with a thing like that?
Nothing. It's not for me. He asked me to find it for him. I'm just doing him a favor.
I thought this day would come. After 2 centuries, I'd hoped he'd given up. But when has a man like me ever gotten his way in this miserable world? So much water under the bridge.
What did you say?
You say Ranulf asked you to do this for him. Is that true?
That's right. He did.
Then go to Yusnan. A woman named Durin has what you're looking for. When you see her, hand her this letter. Tell her that Reddick sent you.
Reddick. So that's your name.
It was centuries ago. Anyway, you tell Orin who sent you, and she'll help you out. Orin liked to watch the trains go by. She would sit and watch for hours. You'll probably find her near the Overlook in Yusnan, where you can see the tracks.
Okay. So, we're gonna go to Yusnan, but we damn sure aren't taking the train. Instead, we are going to teleport there. And now, I'm going to drop a save here once we get up to where she is, because this quest can go one of 2 ways. I'm going to choose the failure option as the correct answer here. Shut the fuck up, Chocolina. I do not care about you whatsoever. Anyway. Save the game. You're going to save. Go up to the Banquet of the Lord, talk to the woman, which is right
My passion is
here.
fine food and my goal is
No,
culinary
that's not
perfection.
that dude.
Who are
It's this
you?
woman.
You must be Erin. Here, I have a letter for you from Reddick.
Reddick? Well, that's a name from the past. Wait, I thought he was dead. Let me see that thing.
Here.
Well, that's his handwriting, all right. I'd recognize it anywhere. Here, I've kept the journal with me, just as I promised him.
I don't mean to pry, but how do you two know each other?
We used to date. Not one of my finer moments, that's for sure. Hindsight, you know. But that was lifetimes ago. He made me keep this while we were still together.
Why would he give it to you instead of keeping it? Have you read it?
The thought never even crossed my mind. And I knew anything that bastard Reddick was involved with couldn't be good. Please, take it. I'm sick of carrying it everywhere. I'm just happy to wash my hands of the whole thing. It's your problem now.
Okay, logically, why
Alright,
didn't
I
you
get it.
throw the thing away
Thanks.
or burn it?
Light, you found his journal. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Weird, huh? What I don't understand is why there are so many people involved. First Reddick had it, then he gave it to his friend Orin, for safekeeping.
I wonder if it holds some sort of big secret. If secret's so dangerous, just having the journal in his possession could put him at risk. What do you think?
I think I should read the journal before I give it back.
It would be the fastest way to find out what's going on. But do you really think you should? I mean, it is private after all.
But does it really matter at this point? I mean, we're already neck deep in his affairs. It's all for his benefit anyway, right?
Okay, it's up to you. But remember, what's been read can't be unread. If you want to do this, you're on your own.
So, we're not going to read this, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to read it for now.
Ranulf didn't want me to read this. Respecting his wishes is the right thing to do.
I knew you'd say that,
It's
Light.
the right thing to do.
Let's go back to Luxerion and return his journal.
I've heard that before. And anytime a certain other individual would say that, it would always lead to trouble for the rest of the party. Alright, so we're gonna teleport back to Luxerion South Station.
The day is nigh.
Oh yeah. I got a little confused there. Sorry. I'm just going to run. Oh, yeah. Hand it
Hello.
over.
You've returned. Could it be? Do you have it?
Yeah, it took a while, but I found your journal.
That's incredible. I don't know how to thank you. May I? What? No. It can't be. Did this happen to me? But it did, didn't it? For centuries, I averted my eyes from this horrid past. I created false memories to replace what had really happened.
I don't quite follow what you're saying. What was written in that thing?
I had a wife and child.
Wait, I thought you said you never had a family.
That's what I thought too, until I read this. But now, I remember everything. I had a family, a beautiful wife and lovely daughter. Oh, they were everything to me, the light of my life, until that fateful day. Without warning, they were taken from me in the most horrific and gruesome manner. As hard as they tried, the authorities never found the culprit. I was overwhelmed by rage, the need for vengeance, and grief. My mind couldn't handle it, and made it go away.
And reading the journal has broken that seal. It made you remember everything again. Ranulph, let me help you find him. I've made you remember your pain. At least let me help you find the truth.
Please. There's no need for that. No need for revenge or the truth. I've been without my memories for quite a long time now, because I couldn't cope. Sealing the past helped me forget the pain, but I'd also forgotten the blissful days I'd spent with my lovely family. The world will soon end, as we all will. But in the short time I have left, I want to remember the times I spent with my family. I don't need anything more than that. That's all I want.
Anyone else in your situation would be burning with rage.
Of course I'm angry, and I haven't forgiven the one behind this. But there's little time left in the world for all of us. I don't want to spend the rest of my days being miserable. I want to relive the memories I had with my loved ones instead. I know the days I had with my family were short-lived, but they were the best days of my life. Thank you. You've helped me retrieve the most important thing in the world. My forgotten memories.
So that's ending one.
I'm glad it all worked out.
Okay, I just tried the reset code
Although,
for other Final
there's
Fantasies.
still a lot
It
of
did not
unanswered
work there.
questions. But what do you think, Light?
We don't care, because we're going to redo that.
For no-
Can we... yeah. Do all this, blah blah blah, we don't care. I'm going to reload that save, which is where here. Hold on, where? Oh wait, that's auto-save data, okay, and then... yeah, it's this one. Sucks not having an actual clock that works. Blah, 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 we don't care about snow. We don't care about snow. Okay. So we're gonna talk to that woman again. Blah, blah, blah. We're gonna skip the cutscene, of course.
Who are you?
Yes.
Well,
Okay. So we're gonna actually read the journal this
I
time.
need to know the truth. I need to know for Ranulph, for his own sake.
Day 2505. I searched every inch of Yusnan. I found no clues as to who killed my wife and child. Day 3229. I came across a merchant in the Warren who had a valuable piece of information about the case. A certain business rival wanted me out of business. Was this his doing? Did he kill my family to make some sort of sick point? Day 4762. I can't stop picturing my daughter's corpse. I can't erase the image from my head. I have nothing to live for anymore. But I can't rest until I find justice. My family deserves it. Day 15756. Revenge is imminent. Mark my words, justice will be served. Day 15757. Justice will be served. Day 15758. Justice will be served.
I didn't actually read this
Day
part. I just skipped.
15759.
Also, day 15,000.
Justice will
I'm
be
trying to think
served.
how many years that would be.
Day 15760. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. Justice will be served.
I don't know why he didn't just kill the guy then, but...
This is... I can't believe Ranulph had to live through this kind of tragedy.
His wife and child were killed by a business rival. I can't begin to imagine how he must have felt.
The journal begins from the day after the incident and goes on for years. I mean, look at the dates.
He must have been chasing the killer for decades. It looks like he was consumed by the thought of revenge and nothing else.
But wait, there must be a mistake. Remember what Ranulph said before? He told us that he had never had a family of his own.
I don't think he was lying. I think that's what he honestly believes. I think he truly doesn't remember what happened. Look at these journal entries, the same words written over and over. He couldn't deal with reality. He must have cracked. Lost his sanity.
Yeah, and with it, all his memories.
In the end, it was the only way he could survive. Cutting himself off from the past is what's kept him going. He doesn't mourn his family, because he doesn't know they ever existed.
So now we teleport back to South Station like we did before.
Light, what are you gonna do with that journal?
Well, hello there. Have you tried Marlin's muffins today?
I'm glad to hear that. Ranulph, I have something to tell you. It's about your journal.
My journal? Did you find that old thing?
I did. I have it with me now, in fact.
That's fantastic.
Don't get too excited. You don't remember what's written in it for good reason. You made yourself forget. And some things are better left forgotten. Are you ready to accept the reality of your past? If not, please don't read it.
What do you mean, the reality of my past? I'd like to know. I may regret my decision, but yes, I'd like to read it. I'm prepared to face the truth.
You're absolutely sure?
Yes.
All right. Here it is. The part of your past you've been missing all this time.
I remember now. I had a wife and daughter, but they were taken from me. The killer was never caught, though not for a lack of trying. I pursued him with a vengeance for years. Decades, even.
Whether out of frustration or rage, eventually it became too much for you to bear. Your mind chose to forget that tragic event so you could keep on going with your life.
I can't believe I've been living a lie for so long. How could I have erased the memory of my lovely wife, my beautiful daughter, that laughter, their love?
I'm sorry. Maybe recovering the journal, maybe it wasn't for the best.
No, I'm grateful you helped me remember what happened. I needed to remember. Thank you. The truth surrounding the incident is still a mystery to this day. This can't be the way it ends. I need to know what happened to my family and why. I need closure. Truth is the only thing that will help me go on with my life.
Are you sure? You don't know the things you might uncover.
I'm sure.
Hope, I need to find out the truth behind this. I owe it to him.
So now,
he deserves it.
we started to save
Now that he
the
remembers his
Sentinels.
past, he needs closure.
He summoned up all of his courage to face the truth. The least we can do is help him learn it all. I'll do whatever I can to help. Just say the word. Oh, I don't know if this will help, but I may have found something regarding the case.
Anything would help at this point.
I found an old newspaper article about what happened.
Welcome to our hotel.
So, so we need to speak to our man once again. The guy who was a writer. We have to have completed that quest first. In order to complete To Save the Sinless.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah, there's just a bunch of unopened things I forgot to open. So, Milestones. Shield polishers. Sword polishers. Platinum milestones. Mighty materials. And gold milestones, okay. South Station.
Trust in our God.
This broadcast is brought to you by the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation.
Welcome to our hotel.
So I'm gonna sleep till 1000 to make our man spawn. Still can't,
We eagerly await your next visit.
Still can't just talk to him at any time. We have to wait between those hours to actually do anything.
What a nice morning.
Time for work.
I don't have to actually...
I hope peace will return.
I should have killed that Niblet.
Quarters inspection is coming up.
You mentioned you used to cover high-profile stories. I'm investigating a story for a friend. Do you know anything about a man named Ranulf?
Ranulf? Yes, I think I do. Yes. The poor man's wife and daughter were brutally murdered over some business dispute. Happened quite a while ago. He lost everyone he loved in the blink of an eye. What a tragedy.
That's some memory you have. This happened centuries ago.
My boss put me in charge of that story. It's one that's hard to forget.
That's lucky for us. Ranulf himself asked me to look into the case, so he can know the truth. Do you think you can help?
Actually, I think I might be able to do just that. I can hardly refuse any favors from you now, can I? Except, I wonder if you wouldn't mind doing something for me in exchange. Nothing too time-consuming.
You already owe me.
Just to hear me out, please. You're helping all kinds of people, aren't you? Would you keep doing that, but when you're done, come tell me their stories.
Just their stories? Are you sure that's all you want from me?
Yes, I want to write something that will inspire people and lift their spirits. What better subject than you?
So, we complete one of these two quests. Fuzzy Search, or Born from Chaos. Born from Chaos is the one where we kill the Zomok. You know, the one we use for stat maxing. Yeah, we did that.
I've done what you asked.
I knew you could do it. That's great news for everyone. You'll be an inspiration to my readers. This will make a fantastic article.
I'm not one to preach morality, but doesn't that violate some sort of reporter ethics? Writing stories that you helped create?
The job of a reporter is to follow the truth, and that's what I'm doing. But if we're being completely honest, the real reason I asked for that favor isn't for a story. My real purpose was to observe you and watch you in action.
What do you mean? Why me?
I know who you are now. You help people, and in doing so you save their souls. That's the duty you've been assigned by you-know-who upstairs. You are the savior, aren't you?
Huh. You knew who I was all along.
Let's just say I had a hunch. But don't worry. Your secret will be safe with me. I won't tell anyone. Oh, by the way, I looked into Ranulf's past. I found something that might be helpful. The case was cold for a long time. But it turns out they did find a suspect in the end.
So, was he arrested?
I don't know if this is good news or not, but the person in question appears to have passed away some time ago. Once the authorities saw the death certificate, they stopped the investigation.
You're right. I don't know if that's good or bad news. So who was the person behind this?
Some lowlife that was part of a criminal organization, specialized in petty crime. The Order had been on his trail for a while. But he was a wily little rat, managed to stay one step ahead. He went through aliases, but the one on the death certificate was Reddick.
Reddick? I met someone with the same name in the Warren. He said he'd been in hiding for a long time.
Could it be the same man? Is it possible he's still alive? But there was a death certificate and everything.
He mentioned that he was dead in the eyes of the law. And he also knew where Ranulf's journal was.
Do you think he managed to fake his own death by forging the document to escape the Order's scrutiny? I suppose that could be possible. Then it looks like the case has been solved. We found our man. I'll go through the records again, in case we missed something.
It was Reddick, the man in the Warren with no name. Are you gonna tell Ranulf about this?
If it really was Reddick, there's something I want to ask him first. Let's go to the Warren and see if he'll talk.
I'm curious what happens if you talk to Ranulf first. Kill the Niblet. Well, it's here and it sucks, so... Niblet, you will be one of the many monsters that I might drive to extinction in this playthrough. See how much time I have left after doing all these quests. I might not have enough time to actually do that. We'll see.
She's radiant.
We are... Okay, I am heading in the right direction. I talk to Ranulf first.
The shadow. The chaos is coming.
I've been reading my journal over and over again, trying to find something I'm...
Alright, well...
Wait till you get a...
You're of no help. Jump down.
The saint must be protected at all.
I should head straight. If you're in need, welcome to our...
Again, too bad I can't go to the Warren any other time. Alright, so it's time to chronostasis again.
Keep your eye on the clock. It's nearly time to get you back up here.
I do not care, Hope. I could kill the order guards, which I should anyway. Ooh, I'm walking right into a chaos infusion. Alright, that'll give me 1 energy point already. Now those things are basically impossible to drive to extinction.
You want to play?
Actually, basically, they just are impossible. You have to kill 65,536 or so in order to drive them to extinction. You're not doing that. Also, why the fuck is Ruin just here? Not today. Let's see. I will pick up some soul seeds. The 2 that spawned.
Unless you're very sure. The fight against
Fighting you. Chrono again.
Now that I have Ranulf's journal, I know who was behind the murders of his wife and child. You've been running ever since. You even faked your own death.
I knew someone would make me. You got me. So you know everything. Yeah, I did it. I killed his family. I took the lives of his beautiful wife and daughter. All for a little money. The one who hired me had a rival business, and he wanted Ranulf out of the game. He's long gone, though. passed away some time ago.
After you took care of business for this man, did you also steal the journal?
Again, that was me. Years after the incident, something happened to Renolf. One day, he just seemed to forget the whole thing ever happened. I thought it was a lucky break on my part. I figured it was the best thing for all of us.
But why didn't you just dispose of it? It would have been easier than giving it to someone for safekeeping. And if it links you to the crime, why help me find it?
Guilt. I was too much of a coward to turn myself in, but I think I was waiting for someone to figure it out. I wanted this day to come. I'm tired of running. Turn me in, arrest me, do what you want.
It's not up to me to decide your punishment. Not even the Order. I'd say it's up to Renolf. Wouldn't you?
So be it. I'll be right here waiting for retribution. Hey, I know you don't owe me anything, but do me a favor, will you? Don't tell my son about this, okay? That's all I ask.
Who's your son?
Name's Marlon. He's my stepson. A good kid. He's nothing like me. Got his own business and everything.
Marlon? He's not a baker by any chance, is he?
You know him? Even though I'm not his real father, he sends me money on a regular basis. You know, to get by. He has a good heart. I couldn't ask for a better son. I really don't deserve a boy like him.
Light, isn't Marlon the boy Renolf is so fond of? The one who bakes him those muffins that he loves so much?
This does complicate things, but Renolf insisted he wants to know the truth, and that's what I'm gonna give him.
Really? Even though something...
Keep that chronostasis spam going.
Do you think Renolf's prepared for that, after losing his family all over again?
I'm not fighting those things. It's still waste. I'll fight things inside Chaos Infusions, though, because those do just give an extra chronostasis. Here's a dude we will need to talk to. But I'm gonna do another quest first. Oh, hello. What's this? Dara level 2. Let's get rid of Ruin. Like, I have been fully upgrading stuff, and it's still... Like, I still don't have enough room. I think I just need to get rid of all my crappy spells, like fire and stuff. Just have the raw spells and nothing else. Seems like every other spell is completely worthless so far. Chronostasis.
Trust me, let the professional.
I really did go a bad direction here, as far as routing goes. Keep the chronostasis up.
Reading that journal. Whoa.
so sorry, but I'm out of flour, so I haven't been able to bake today.
Marlon, you're so kind to come all this way just to tell me that. Never mind, I'll just have extras tomorrow.
You won't have to wait that long, I promise. I'll be back later.
I've decided to tell Ranulph the truth. The cold, harsh, unforgiving truth of his past. Even though it could cause him to lose a dear friend. Ranulph, I know who killed your family. He lives right here in Luxerion. He's been in hiding since he committed that crime.
Are you sure? Who is he?
The man's name is Reddick. His home is in the Warren for obvious reasons, and I found out something else about him too. But I'm not sure you really want to hear it.
I'd like to know, please. I'm done running from the past. I'd even forgotten about the family I once loved. From now on, I'm seeing things for what they really are.
All right. This Reddick, the man who killed your family, he has a stepson. His name... it's Marlon.
What? You mean my Marlon?
What are you going to do? Are you going to inform the Order of this information that's come to light? Or do you want to take matters into your own hands?
I'd rather not do anything. I just want to continue spending my days just like this. Nothing more. After all, we have few days left.
You forgive him?
No, but I'd rather Marlon didn't know. Imagine what it would be like to find out your father is a killer. You've helped me discover the truth, and I have no regrets. But Marlon's innocent. What would be the point of burdening him with this sort of knowledge? His smile is what kept me going all this time. His friendship is what saved me. I don't want revenge. I also don't want to be the reason Marlon loses his father.
If that's what you want, I'll respect your wishes. The case has already been closed, and the suspect declared dead. No reason to bring him back to life now.
Thank you. My family would have wanted it this way. I can almost feel them smiling at me from above. Besides, I wouldn't want anything like this to stop Marlon from baking those delicious muffins of his. I'll continue to chronicle my life in my journal. But only about the precious moments I spent with my wife and daughter. I just want to document my memories. I want to leave proof of their existence.
The scenery today is the same as yesterday. But for Ranulph, nothing is the same. His entire world has changed. The past can never be undone. Yet, he has chosen to exempt a stranger from punishment. He didn't need saving, just someone to remind him of his strength and courage.
Okay. I had no idea how long these side quests go for if you actually watch the scenes. So, let's see how many are left.